Welcome back, Seven Trams, guys. This week we're talking about the end of our 30-day challenges, right? I honestly, for the most part, I forgot, but when I did remember to pick it up, I didn't want to do anything overly complicated or anything that I knew that I wouldn't have time for, so I opted not to do any physical activity kind of thing, because I honestly don't have time. My schedule is too staggered. I decided to do something much more simple yet complicated. Okay, so my 30-day challenge was to not doubt any of my decisions that I make for 30 days. Now, mind you, it wasn't up to 30 days, but a fair amount of time. Now, I'll say that it was difficult. You know, it is so hard to not question everything that you do. I don't know if it's like a general thing, but for me, it is so hard to not question everything that I do, because I feel like every decision I make could very well be like a wrong step that is leading me down a very terrible path. Like I talked about in my last video about doubting myself and feeling inadequate, since I started TA, I felt a lot more confident in myself as a person. So that kind of helped. You know, sorry about my hair, guys. That kind of helped. I thought about all these things that I wanted to do, and I just started to make decisions, put into action plans. Now, I required advice from people at certain times, obviously, because I felt like, oh, you know, I'm not particularly sure. I need some kind of reassurance, but I tried not to like waver too much in any decision that I decided to take. Obviously, I'm speaking for more like bigger things. I mean, little things like, oh, I want to eat fries or rice. Like that's not like, that didn't count for me. I mean, although I know it's like an important part of it. Like if you have to start small and then progress into that. But I try to only stick to it with the bigger things. Now I decided to move out a bit ago. So I put into plans with the help of people in my life to move out. So I'm moving out in like 2 weeks out of my brother's place. And it's not because I don't love my brother, I love him to bits, but it's what I need to do. I started testosterone after doubting myself a lot, obviously. And this is before, but I decided to continue with the process. Now, when I started testosterone, my initial plan was always like, I'm gonna go on a low dose. If I see myself like making all these changes, like going through all these changes fast, I'm gonna lower my dose so that, you know, when I see my parents, they're not freaked out or anything. But you know, I thought about it, and I just stayed on my path. You know, like this is where I am now, and I don't want to fuck up my own happiness in the pursuit of everyone else's happiness. You know, it's even like with the little things. I decided a lot of little things, you know. Decided like I'm gonna start using conditioner, mostly because my girlfriend told me to, but that's not the point. I decided I'm gonna quit both of my jobs and take something a little bit like better. Not great. I'm still gonna be working for Target, but I'm gonna be working in a department that pays more and with better hours, because I couldn't deal with never getting any sleep and always being exhausted and just never having time in my life for the people I care about. I chose that, and I started looking at all these things that could go wrong. You know, like, is the commute gonna be too long, and what if I don't get it, and then I'm giving up this one that I currently have, you know. But I chose to not let myself dwell on all the things that could go wrong, and I set my mind and I said, this is the job that I want, and I went for it and I got it, which is awesome. But there's no but, which is awesome, you know. And sorry, whew, a nigga tired. But yeah, you know, I feel like it sounds so little, but also so big, to just decide that you're not going to doubt anything that you do. And it's a lot to do for like such an extended amount of time. I mean, I get like saying, oh, I'm not gonna doubt myself today. That's a lot easier to do. But if you want to try it, the biggest thing that I will tell you is that you know yourself. You know what is best for yourself. At the end of the day, everybody trying to tell you how to do things that are good for you. I mean, yeah, advice is great, but you are the one who has to make the decisions about yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You're the one who has to live with every decision that you make. You're the one who has to go through the consequences, and all these people that are telling you to do things, they're not going to be there with you to suffer through whatever may result, whatever may come about, as a result of making the decisions that they've told you to make. So whatever decision you make, you have to be sure that it is what is right for you. You know, there's no one's saying like don't give it any amount of thought and just jump head on into doing things. No, of course not. But make sure that what you're doing is what is best for you. Because everybody likes to feel like they know what is best for themselves, but they also know what is best for other people, which makes no sense. You're the only one who knows what is good for you. So whatever you decide to do, we're about to hit October, which, speaking of, the 1st of October is my birthday. Whatever you decide to do in the coming month, in the coming week, embrace that shit. Now, if you feel like you've made a bad decision, obviously don't just be a hardhead and be like, oh, I've done this and I will live. No, make amends where you can, you know, but feel confident in the fact that you are a person capable of making your own decisions. That's pretty much all I have to say on topic. I'm gonna go sleep some more now because I'm tired, but it has been awesome talking to you guys. I enjoy making videos for you guys, plus people that do watch it anyway. I will see you next week.